what are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it.
It wasn't me.
She's just standing there, menacingly, while I say nothing to her. If you could please take a look at this brown-colored undershirt.
Ow, Edgy Poo, what is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bag? All you had to do was ask, and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like.
No, thanks. This shirt was found here at the crime scene.
What?
Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here?
I know nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
What?
Oh, I admit I used the fireplace to dry that shirt. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know. Why, that pink princess costume was like pink as soda. And on top of that, I get fingerprints. A suspect.
Ew!
What is it? Is a suspect? You're too cruel, Edgy Poo.
Are you claiming that you were that you never set foot inside this room?
Guys, it's just like that time in the Still Samurai case.
No!
No!
God.
Please, I don't like him.
It's always the Still Samurai! Okay. Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, would you think would be so calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like this. If I have a proper start, well, particles is missing. They're missing. Speaking of missing, there was somebody my husband, but when I got married, he said I'm going to serve you. What? There's someone else to serve you, but I can't help you marry me.
I don't know if you read that. I don't know if you read that, but it said like, "Oh, my husband said, I guess I'll marry you." I was like, "What?" Oh, I guess I'll marry you. Whatever.
Well, I don't believe she is lying about her actions, so I can safely assume that she was really drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow, the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. Can you imagine if she rambled during her testimony?
And she's just like, ew, why do I have to do this? Oh, old lady stench.
I assume the samurai dog was also yours.
Oh, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can't see through anything about me.
Like your unhealthy eating habits. And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details.
If Wendy Allbug was young, do you think Edward would hit it?
About what?
I think he's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he would.
Yeah.
That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it?
Oh, of course, I'm forever yours, my Edgy Poo.
Hold it! If you could just stick to what I asked you.
I don't care that you're gay, Edgy Poo.
Are you and Miss Obag? No.
No!
See, even though you know Edgy Poo is gay, I can turn him straight, as they say.
No.
Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Oh, those things are present from the studio to the embassy.
Oops.
A present?
The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them in the pushcart just to move them all. Those studio guys should deliver those things by themselves, right, Edgy?
So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions?
Fuck no. Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me and my question. Aren't you gonna stick up for me?
How about that? See, after the show, I went to rest in the spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were, the samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. I suppose you had to make preparation for disturbing them after the show. Where did my participation, you mean resembling them as well?
Excuse me?
Oh, I tried one and thought they were quite good, actually. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I always glad of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, the taste was probably for kids too. But it was so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just couldn't help myself to half a dozen of those boxes. And I sat there by the velvet bonfire, waiting them and eating them, and I thought, this is Winnie's. I like Winnie.
No, we've come full circle.
No.
I like weenies.
What is it? You want to what? Edipo, are you straight-phobic?
No.
Oh, I know.
Straight-phobic.
Oh, I know. I bet you want the box too, don't you, my Edipo? Wait, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me.
Oh my god.
This lady.
Looks like the lesson today is that still samurai and princesses. Take off their masks. They transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers.
That's actually true. Okay.
Alright, we just need to do logic now.
Alright.
Logic time. Oh, there's only 3? What? I
Well,
might be right. Oh.
I'm pretty sure these are the same. These are the same things, right? The chimney he climbed down was the fireplace that Mr. Oldbag was using.
Yep.
What did you say?
I said yeah.
I heard yeah.
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 You might cut it off.
Whee!
There is no trace of this room's fireplace being used.
And your point is?
Ahem, smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least, according to Larry. This is a contradiction of facts, is it not?
Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something up on that roof?
He might have, but there was testimony from an investigator that put Larry at this particular chimney, so no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at that time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went?
Oh, I see. So what are you proposing to this is? The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from the Oldbag's fire. So basically, the fireplaces of the neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying?
Precisely. Oh, that's how it got there.
And the smoke up there?
Well, I don't know. Like maybe a gust of wind blew it up and then it fell down the chimney in this room?
I don't think that's possible.
I don't think it's possible either, but I don't see any other way. That's the only thing connecting this room and the other room.
I don't think that's the logic, though.
No. You wanna try it anyway?
That's all you got.
No,
That's all you
Okay.
got.
it is the logic, it's just not the right logic. Your logic is not the right
Yeah.
logic.
Okay, fine. The lady's undershirt that Missile found.
Why are you getting all excited over holding over a lady's undergarment? Must admit, you unconscious seed slug.
Francisca, you know that I don't swing that way.
If you know the owner of such undershirt, hurry up and return it to her already.
You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt.
Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall?
Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other.
Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. It moves.
There is an X on the back of the wall of this fireplace. Let's see if I can get a better look at it.
Press it! What in the...
The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room.
What the fuck? What the heck? The neighboring
What the
room.
heck? There
What
appears
the
to
heck?
be nothing particular about the next room. But the
Some
fact
Harry
that there
Potter
is something
shit.
special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through the room's fireplace.
No, don't go in through that. The other mother is gonna get you.
No!
Should put buttons
Now
in
we
your
know.
eyes.
No!
And now we know that the fireplace connects the two rooms. But how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Master Killer's second killer now, are you?
No, she couldn't move at all because of a stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Mr. What's her name? Mask the Joker Raid's murder.
Investigation complete. Oh, we didn't even lose anything. Wow. I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
impressive. It would appear that
It's
the
all
answer
because
is
I'm here.
To be fair, there was only like 2 logic, so
Yeah.
it would appear that the answer has made itself known.
You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor.
Not as confident as yours.
What's that even supposed to mean?
Look at his face. He's
Bring it
always
on.
so smug. Look at
I'm ready
that.
to counter any argument you may have.
Very well then. If you are prepared,
I
I'll
think he's
show
an
you
entity.
exactly where my deductions have led me.
Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy.
Leave it to me, Larry. Stay out of this. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is.
My lie?
I know that there's still something you are keeping from the rest of us.
What's wrong with you? Why Zoe won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you! I should hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be.
Good.
I'll confess to every murder in the whole world and then kill myself.
Oh.
And throw everything into mass confusion.
Oh my god, that's actually despicable.
You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see.
Larry, I only have one thing to say to you.
Even if you make that face to me, it's no use. Amanda was ready to die. It's wrong will, you know.
Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you.
Oh no, Edgy!
Although, allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case, and that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this.
Yippee. Alright, this time, I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, what didn't happen, all the works.
Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on the roof tonight.
Whee! So happy.
I love his face.
After the show, I left the pushcart in the Rose Garden and gave it to the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted a chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know. So then, I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try.
Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore.
But it's kinda ultra embarrassing.
And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me?
Edgy, man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out.
Oh.
So you're just gonna have to read
I, as your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie.
I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter.
Ah,
We better.
shush it.
Rebel.
No.
I would play the whole game if it was narrated by Larry.
No, you wouldn't.
Actually, I would quit like halfway through. Okay, wait.
Larry Bus Investigations. The sequel.
Let's look at the evidence we have.
Oh yeah, that's
This
the
is
old
still a loose
embarrassing
end.
thing.
You have
That's
to
the
you have to
old
press
embarrassing thing.
you have to press one of the statements.
Okay, let's start with pressing first.
Specifically this one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is the most vague one. It's like, how do you decide to play Santa? Hold it. You suddenly wanted to play Santa?
Oh, well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already.
Oh, we did.
Oh yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
That was down at Gordy Lake.
I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me. Oh yeah, you got the...
Sounds like you guys share a lot of history of Proctor being childhood friends, huh?
Shut up, Lang. That's the 5th time you've said that.
Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after
You
all.
might as well. Actually, it is worth delving into Is it worth
Delving.
Yeah, let's raise an objection. Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal.
Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of the Santa quality stuff?
Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang.
That's so incredibly mean.
Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world?
Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know?
This is like Plankton when he says, I went to college. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to.
I was delivering it to the other mother. I was delivering a present to a child, not basking in the deal of love.
Objection! That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie.
You should know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that?
In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present to was most certainly this.
We don't have her. I guess yeah.
It was me!
That's where the letter came from,
Yeah.
right?
Larry's so
Take
fucking
that.
thirsty.
He is.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect.
Don't spread lies about me!
You're the one lying.
I totally didn't want to see Miss Oldbag so much that I tried to go down a chimney. Ah!
I advise you to stop right there in your living bashing of a lady.
Wait, there's something in the letter that kind of hints that he was going to go down the chimney. From above.
above.
I'll be Oh my god. What was his plan? Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what?
Define wrong impression.
I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed up with this.
The letter? Oh no.
The undershirt?
What fact are we trying to summarize?
That he didn't know something before he entered the chimney.
Okay, so Larry's saying he wasn't going for old bag. You gotta prove why.
Oh, he was going for Mindy. But he didn't
Yeah.
know. He didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Take that! This is something the old lady received from her employer for that night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress.
But that's not true, Eddie!
Hmm?
She's the one with the hearts for me! I just know it! I can feel a sexy beam piecing my heart when she's watching me! Sexy beam, I tell you!
You filth, despicable, insolent, frickle, idiotical, and cowardly! Appreciation of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor.
When karma is
Yes.
protecting all women.
She's a feminist. This guy's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it.
I suppose you could put it that way.
Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all! Why you all have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy?
To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure.
Whee!
L.
Hey, Eddie, looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now.
But we're not in court at the moment.
Shut up! I see what's going on here, and it looks like what you do in court.
I guess the old boy here just has something he'd like to say. Langsley says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusions till everything's out in the open, which is why I'll listen.
Alright, let's get ready to listen to me defeat Eddie in a battle of wits.
Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest?
Fucking Larry.
So you think all I want to do is go visit Mindy, huh? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. With a C. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for my speech.
The smoke was really thick. I mean, it was what the old bag was using.
To top it all off, I became a suspect in murder. That's what you really meant.
Maybe Larry paid attention to the smoke because it was thick.
But why would I put myself through so much humiliation on purpose?
You mean he doesn't?
Hey, someone say something!
Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession but as testimony?
So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is claim charming, my claim. Do you have a problem with that?
It was you! You're my stalker. But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's always ready for my edgy poo. I leave a face for no. I was tempted by what I want not for my edgy poo. I'm a completely true desire.
I'm so inspired!
You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotical, and all-around completely worthless man.
I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there is nothing further for me to prove at this point.
What do you mean? Of course you've still got something to prove. You still have to show some proof that I'm trying to meet up with Mindy.
Proof, you say?
Remember, Eddie, everything is evidence in court, right?
You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry. But I understand your point.
Yeah, see, I'm totally pro at this now.
Very well. If you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
God damn it.
the
It's
love
your
letter.
movie folder.
You just need to present something here.
Let's
The
review
love
the
letter.
testimony. Yeah, I know it's the love
Love
letter. I
letter?
just need to know. Wait, is it the love?
Isn't it?
I think it's a stalker letter, isn't it? That's what it's called?
Yeah,
Stalker
right.
letter.
Yeah, it's a love letter though.
Merry Christmas.
What? Is everything else here fluff?
What do you mean?
Like,
For now. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for my speech. Mistaken identity? Who were you mistaken with? You were mistaken with Allbag. Because she was wearing maybe the lady undershirt that the usual studies wear? No.
No, I think that's old bag's shirt.
Oh.
I don't get it.
Eh.
Wait, what don't you get?
I don't get what this mistaken identity means.
No, because he was supposed to give it to Mindy, but he gave it to old bag instead.
Oh, right, okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Okay.
So you're supposed to prove that he doesn't like old ladies, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, he doesn't like her because he likes Mindy. How do we know he likes Mindy?
Yeah,
by
how do
the
you
letter?
prove that? Yeah.
Does
By
this
the
say...
letter.
This still says...
It's Mindy. Look, it's just the bad writing. I write
Oh,
that.
that's why Miss Oldbag was like, oh, it doesn't have an accent. That's
the
true.
thing. As someone with bad writing, I can recognize those mistakes in an instant.
So is it this one then?
No.
What?
No?
No! Ah! This whole testimony is one giant confession of all that he's done tonight. He's practically begging me to show why he bothered to put himself through all this. Okay.
The smoke was really fast. So, if
Just pick
I'm
one and
still-
I'll tell you if it's right.
I'm picking the one with
Well, it's
the.
not this one, apparently.
Oh, no, the one with Mindy. Go.
Yes, that
It-
one. Yes, this one.
That's what I said.
That's it. So everything else was
Or-
fluff.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said yeah.
I guess this one. Objection! Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter.
Why you talk so slow? Why are you doing that thing to me?
Wendy, I'll be descending on
Descending.
What? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above. Tonight's your loving night. Well, isn't that just romantic?
But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even remember this.
Objection! You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this letter shows that the person Larry had intended to meet was Mindy? Take that!
Handwriting's so shit.
Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again.
What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English.
You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye.
Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing.
There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. That's what'll have to. But that will have to wait until we're off of this crime scene.
You guys can save me from this scary man.
Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake.
That wasn't me.
Come again.
It's a fake. It's a witch out to get me. Don't give me a fake letter.
So many fakes.
Set me up. Ah!
Accept your defeat, Grassily.
But you guys are being so mean.
Hold it!
We're not being mean.
Ship analysis.
What's that?
No matter who, all people have certain features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours, and we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter.
Ha ha ha.
I never write another thing in my life.
Hold it!
I already have it.
It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting. Take that! This autograph and our mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our question soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. Take the L.
I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right there, Edgy.
So we finally took the L.
I saw the pink princess being carried around stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So I tried to have her in the chimney or bystander.
Your mind jumps from the door to the chimney. What a criminally overreactive imagination.
Well, at least I was honest about Mindy's letter and stuck it under her door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down to the chimney.
Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure to convey said sentiment.
I'm really, really sorry.
Larry, you may be a shameful good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However,
Oh,
I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me. Because, at the very least, I can attest to that about you.
You're a dumbass.
You're a shithead, an imbecile, a fucking pain in the ass. But what? It's not a killer. We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you.
I like it though.
Fuck.
Haha.
Not another one. In any case, I believe we can say that now we know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butts started to climb down the chimney. not for access of the crime scene, but to enter the room of an elderly lady next door.
Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although, I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay?
What? Eddie, what did the Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet?
He means that the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head.
That's exactly what I mean. I mean, we can't rely on the words of the suspect after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing that night. But the bloodstained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene. As long as there's no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite.
This guy, he looks like he seriously wants to take a bite out of me.
I'm well aware.
Yo, Larry's buff.
And you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial.
Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler. I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got.
I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon, but the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble, but this is one game I can't afford to lose. Okay.
I was the one who found the body of the victim, Masquerade the Jokerade II. Beside him was a samurai sword, glittering red and offering a scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too. Alright, there we go. Now we should feel safe.
Isn't it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership?
But his owner wanted to sneak into the crime scene. I think that's plenty to go on, don't you?
Hold it! If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that.
Wanted to be Santa. Not so fast! Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? So who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi?
You're accusing me of fabricating evidence?
Yeah, that's what your fucking mentor did. You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do.
This man has some serious issues with prosecutors.
Well, come on, I can't think of something as complicated as that, right, Eddie?
Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality as well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you. Or me, for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocent is to present irrefutable evidence.